Cheers. Red Bull or
Blood. You gotta eat it with the meat. It really accents the flavor.
you really did that.
You know, kind of strong.
Not strong, just not that much flavor.
So last night I had this weird dream. You remember David Nimble, right?
Uh-huh.
Weird dream. He was in it. It was like really emotional. It was odd. Like, he was like sorry. I don't know, but there's nothing to be sorry.
Sorry,
about.
yeah. Well, okay, well then that brings up
I
something.
haven't seen it in a long time though. Maybe that's why. I don't know. But it was odd.
Well, do you want to hear something like that kind of similar for me?
Did you ever have real quick? I mean, do you ever have dreams like that, like old people you never see anymore, and they're just like there?
About to tell you right now.
Okay.
So like last week, it was honestly so bizarre, but our cousin Courtney.
She always watches our my story and knows that we do this podcast. Or Kylie does.
It was Courtney, and she was like having a just bawling and crying, and I was like consoling her, like
it's odd.
And like Laurie was there, and like some of our family was there and stuff, and I was just like trying to like console her. It was bizarre. I woke up feeling very.
This is something I've
strange.
noticed. Is like, you ever get like thoughts of people, like random thoughts of people in your head, like our images for me, like picture. I don't know. You just start thinking about random people. But like ever since I started doing this podcast, I get more of those, like these like random things of people, and it's almost like, is that them like watching it or me? You know what I mean? It's like I'm in like another ether more. It's weird.
Well, I always kind of wonder that
like another like wavelength thing going on.
Like,
I don't know, just get like random hits of like people in my head sometime, and it's like, is it me thinking it or is it? But I'm not like thinking of them consciously. You know what I mean?
It's kind of like when people visit me in my dreams. Like, am I visiting them in their dreams?
We get like daydreams of people.
Kind of like that episode of SpongeBob where he goes into everyone's dreams and he's just like interacting with everyone in their dreams.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Get out of my dreams, SpongeBob."
Yeah. So well, that's the question then. It's like, so whose dream is it in that? Like me dreaming about David.
Was that
him
his
like
dream?
sending me something, or is that me just like randomly thinking about? Oh, because he would be great for podcasting. You know, like he would be.
I always thought of him as like a radio kind of guy.
Yeah, his voice, the way he I mean, he'd be perfect for podcasting. But it's odd.
It is odd. I mean, I definitely think there is something there, like kind of like you were saying, like sending a message,
like I said, maybe they're seeing,
telepathically
maybe
a little
they're
bit.
seeing these shows because these are like messages out into the world, you know.
Well, I don't even think they need to see anything. I think that people think of
it just happen
past and just things happen and
Pinot Noir,
telepathically sending messages.
Pinot Noir. Noir is almost like mystery.
Film noir.
This stuff's made in France. The other stuff's made in Oregon. And then they also make it in California, but apparently they say the French stuff is... It's what to get.
France has got the goods.
What are you wearing? What is that? It's cozy.
Nice little satin skirt with my grandma floral jacket. My floral grandma.
I didn't know you were doing a One Direction thing tonight. I thought when you texted me that, it was a typo and that your Clue Club was Monday, not one day. One D. I was like, oh, cool. She'll be Monday. All right. And then we got all day. No, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
1D night. 1D night.
What is it?
It's like a concert for One Direction. They just there's like a DJ and he plays like all the One Direction stuff. It's at the Fillmore, so it's like a big thing.
Yeah. They'll probably have visuals playing in the back, music videos.
It's not the first one I've been to. I'll just say that. It's usually pretty hype.
Kind of like a Rocky Horror music or movie thing.
No, because that's like theater.
But this is like no one's going to be playing there, though.
No band playing, just like a DJ with visuals. Yeah, it's no different than just like any other show, really. It's just like a One Direction show without them there.
It's almost like a Minecraft movie.
Might be a little emotional going in with 4 out of 5 guys still around.
Wow. There'll be like a vigil
it's
probably,
going to be pretty
right?
big, I think. I'm
When
sure
was
they
the- when
actually
was the last one
probably
you went
will
to?
do something. It was for Bailey's birthday a couple years ago. It was either a year or 2 ago.
I just want to make sure everything's still going. It's hard with these glares. I can't see any like power. All right, we're okay. So what? 2 years ago? It's just hard with the light.
Yeah.
2 years ago?
Yeah, so it's been a couple minutes.
More than a couple minutes. Couple years.
But yeah, it's usually really fun. I mean, we've been to like other ones. I don't know. It's like a fan thing, you know? Big ups in the fan room. Big ups. I think that's like an Andrew Tate
It
thing.
sounds fun.
Big ups around here. Big ups.
You like Andrew Tate?
No. I just know. I think that's something.
He's kind of
those guys say like big ups, big ups.
Yeah. Andrew Tate, I don't know, wasn't really it really got to me. He says things that like cliche like I think like are like deep or something, but for some guys I guess he had like a whole college, didn't he?
He's like the manliest man in the world. That's all I know. What he says goes.
Apparently.
That's literally what he thinks.
Dana White.
Yeah. Candace
You like Candace Owens now?
She makes me laugh, honestly.
I was onto her like
a
while ago,
dude.
but now
and she's like pregnant, so she's just like off the rails. She's just really funny.
Is she on the Daily Wire?
No,
Isn't she, like, with
that
Ben
was like her
Shapiro?
huge thing.
Oh, something happened.
Kind of like a Tucker Carlson type situation.
She just does her own thing on Twitter now?
No, it's YouTube. She like does a live show every day.
Ooh. Tucker.
But you know what I mean? We're like
they left the net. Well,
they
Daily
left
Wire
the,
was
they
like
left
an internet
the
network.
big news
She
to
wasn't,
go like actually talk
their
about the
own.
real stuff.
The real stuff.
The stuff that they want, that they were trying to get them to stop talking about, you know? Stuff like that.
Censorship.
Yeah, well, censorship, but like, I mean, any media is like kind of directed and
Tucker
a little bit
Jones.
propaganda, right? So,
Tucker Carlson just did an interview with Alex Jones explaining how like the deep state's done. So
what does that mean?
I don't know. It's a mark in the battle, apparently. There's some ducks over there. I mean, these animals, they don't give a shit about any of that kind of stuff.
Well, they will when they're dead.
How are they going to die? They're going to think about Tucker Carlson as they're dying.
Maybe they'll become Tucker Carlson. One of them. One lucky one.
Get born as the next Tucker Carlson.
Possible. What?
No, I got it.
What do I get?
I'm not going to give you a what? Steps that no was there wasn't with that these
Yeah, but that's just like a living room.
I like the sausage or salami.
Pretty good.
Microwave. Not animals. I did bring my script. I was going to maybe read some later on or something. It's going good. The thing that's kind of cool with this, like I'm using, kind of going back to the dream thing, is like I'm using dreams with them and I'm just putting them onto the characters. So it's kind of a personal script, but it's not, but.
I got a lot of crunching going on over here.
Yeah.
Whose idea was this?
I told you to put the mic away in your mouth.
Try them.
Do you like the Swiss?
No, I went for the cheddar. This is tasty.
That's the pink Red Bull.
Wild berry.
It comes in a pink can, but it's
Yeah.
blood red. And then this is the purple one.
That red 40.
And it's green. Doesn't make any sense.
Just whatever coloring they want to add.
What if we did the wine with the bowl? Put the wine in the bowl.
Like mix them together.
I haven't drank wine in a while. I like wine.
It's been a minute.
Maddie, it's been a minute, Ingalls. That's the comment on the thing. The one thing I noticed I say a lot is, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm explaining something. Like,
And
you
a
know
lot
what
of
I
people
mean?
usually have no idea what you're ever saying.
No. I don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying?
Probably like maybe you think you're
Know what I
being
mean?
confusing,
Yeah, so I'm trying to like clarify.
but you're
straighten
really
it
just
out.
saying the most obvious thing.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Be fun to go on the pontoon.
That thing's
Do
so
pontoons ever sink? Like, has a pontoon ever sunk?
I mean, yeah, if one of the things like gets rusted out or goes wrong
Ooh, metal erosion,
or like punched out.
punched out. Who's like a bass came through and hit like a hammerhead bass?
Perhaps like the propeller off a motor flies off and gets like injected into one.
And that I don't know, dude. That's
That I don't think that's a normal thing. I'm thinking more like that would happen on
I mean, most of those propellers are plastic.
what's that movie? They're coming out with the new one.
Titanic.
No. Final Destination.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
It's like a final. That's like a Final Destination. Something would happen like that.
You know, Titanic was kind of Final Destination-y. Seemed pretty faded.
Only one destination though. The whole thing is like there's multiple of them.
But the Titanic was on a Final Destination.
It sure was.
It's getting fucking windy, man. What's this?
Yeah, it is a little windy. It'll pass.
I'm kind of worried about that. Camera's not budging though, so it's okay.
It's got weight on it. It's fine.
Here, move your. I feel like I'm on. What was that movie? Gone with the Wind.
Is that the one where it's like the Dust Bowl?
Yeah, Kansas or Oklahoma. Yeah. You know, The Outsiders was shot in Oklahoma. That's why it's such a great movie.
I love The Outsiders, man.
That probably had to have been the funnest movie ever made. You had Tom Cruise,
great.
Patrick Swayze. You had the kid from The Karate Kid.
You got.
You had Matt Dillon.
What's his name from?
You had them all the
Parks
bros.
and Rec. He's in a bunch of other stuff.
Aziz Ansari wasn't in it.
No, what's his name? The like one that's always like on coke.
Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe.
Yeah, that's what I mean. All the guys.
Rob Lowe.
All of them are in it. We did a thing, that episode we did one on Swayze, and they said for that film, like Swayze didn't sleep at all during filming. Like he was like doing like push-ups on his hand. Like it was just like a total bro sesh though. Like they were just staying up all night long.
I mean, they were bros.
Not sleeping.
That was the movie.
Yeah. They're all like
They were the outside. That was like
They were the
outsiders.
But they shot that in Oklahoma.
Great movie.
Something about that.
I remember reading that in like 7th grade and just like becoming obsessed with it. And then we got to watch the movie in class, and I just like crushed so hard on all of them. And there was Pony Boy.
Pony Boy. Well, that's one of those books like Holes that you read as a kid. That's really good, but it kind of every age group can really like it, you know.
Right, like
and it was made into a good movie. They didn't do Captain Underpants justice.
No, they didn't. They didn't.
Who played those movies?
Diary of a Wimpy Kid didn't
Both
really
those.
get that much justice either. I feel like
I didn't read those, but I read Captain Underpants.
they're kind of in the same boat for sure.
That inspired me. I wrote my own Captain Underpants. It was like a SuperDog.
I remember that.
Yeah, SuperDog. There was a thing, I think, him and SuperDog, I think, helped Santa stop like a super worm or something.
Well, then there was the good old Michigan Adventures.
Those are fun.
American Chillers.
Jonathan Rand. Yeah, the American Chillers, he did too. Each state, yeah, they had their own little story. Those are good.
Michigan Adventures, that was a series,
Michigan
right?
Chillers. Michigan Adventures is a amusement park.
So it's American Chillers, yeah.
Yeah, American Chillers,
And then each
Michigan
state
Chillers.
had a book.
Each city had and then each state they had like the Texas Tractors of Terror.
Yeah, those were good
The
books.
Florida Phantoms of Fog.
Lots of adventure.
Yeah, and it was always like kids, so like kids could relate to it, like were the characters.
Right, they were always kind of like on their own too, like no parents' help, no parental.
No parents.
Yeah. Kind of like that one episode of Jimmy Neutron. That one kind of scared me. Do you remember? It was the movie, I think. Like when all they like, I forget who it was even, but they got rid of all the parents. All the parents got shot away to like another planet, and all the kids were like, "We love this, yeah!" Like,
Oh, I
it's
think
a
the parents
party.
took over. Yeah.
And then they start singing
Yeah.
that it's a party.
Kids of the summer. Yeah. Kids of America.
Kids of America. Yeah, that's the song. And then, like a week later, they're all like, "Mommy, where's my mommy?"
Typical.
And it
Yeah, no,
kind
that
of
was
just like
good.
makes you realize
Sheen.
you do love your parent, you know?
Well, you got to.
Well, you don't. You don't have to, but
No, you don't have to, but you got to.
but you should, and unless there's circumstances. You know, like where they like open a bank account and like 6 credit cards in your name, and then you're like, you go to get a credit card, and you're like, oh yeah, you can't because your credit's blown. And you're like,
That
God
happens
damn
a
it,
lot.
Mom and Dad. Happens.
You got the Vans with the long skirt.
Streetwear.
You're not like sure if you're going to church or.
Nobody's going to church in this outfit. I mean, I guess I could, couldn't I?
I went with the Dolce and Gabbanas.
I actually could go to church in this.
Yeah, you totally could go to church.
But, you know, I think I kind of like that. The duality. Church during the day. Street at night.
1D at night.
Streets in the night. In the streets at night.
It's nice, dude. It is very nice. I had that sweater I was going to bring, but it's too much. I was going to wear like black gloves too.
The sun is perfectly beating on me.
Us, yeah.
Toasting me. Just right.
I feel good. This wine tastes really nice.
I'll be honest, it's not my favorite. As a little connoisseur myself.
What do you have against it?
You know, I've had worse. I'll definitely say that. And I'm not enjoying it.
It's a 2022.
I'm enjoying it in this glass more.
Louis
for sure.
Jadot.
I for sure am enjoying it in this glass a bit more.
I just don't think you've drinking enough of it.
I mean, you drink anything alcoholic enough, it'll taste just fine. You know what I mean?
Alcoholic enough? I'll throw some blueberries.
You drink just enough alcohol and anything will taste just fine.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
probably not gonna.
People too. Alcohol's a hell of a drug. The things it does to people, man.
Yeah, a lot of people don't consider it a drug, but
I mean, it's a hell of a drug.
it definitely is.
I'm gonna do a little Red Bull into the wine.
Making your own Four Loko.
Wine Loco. We should just make like a custom box wine. They're like, there's this
They
brand
have
at,
those.
yeah, it's called Beatbox. It's at Walgreens. Dude, no one's bought one in 2-3 years. The like rep came in. He's like, hey man, he's like, we can get a stand here for you. I'm like, they're like, don't sweat it. Don't worry.
It's a big tree. It's not dead, is it?
No, there's no leaves right now.
I know, but like there's buds. Do you see any? I don't.
So look at those trees down there, Maddie. The little sailboat house thing. You see that was a massive tree and they just chopped it?
Yeah, but you don't know the circumstances. Maybe it was
Pete
dying.
knows.
Oh. Maybe it was dying.
It's like cutting that tree in half. Or that tree.
Okay, that's a lot different. Look at the diameter.
That thing's huge. We went on the boat. We went around there. We saw it.
I guess it is kind of similar in size to that one.
Trees over like that. They did that too.
Something had to have been happening.
He
You know
watched
why?
them do it.
You know why?
No, they wanted to build a sailboat treehouse.
And it just never happened.
That's the sailboat treehouse. That's it.
Well, what the? That's pathetic. You know, it doesn't even look that fun. It's so small. Like, what do you go up there and you just pretend you're sailing? Like,
mean,
for
if you're
5 minutes long.
The little
That's it.
kid does, yeah.
But the imagination, you need a full treehouse with like an outside little wraparound porch, like the one in High School Musical in the beginning, the very beginning when he's like after the game Or no, that's in the second
That's
one.
Hollywood, Maddie.
That's in the second
The
one.
second one's the best one.
It's the second one where it's like after the game they win.
All for one. When
He's like
everyone's-
up hiding in the treehouse, and she's hiding. I forget which way it goes, but they're
let
in a
it
really
go.
awesome treehouse.
I like the second one better than the first one because I like the theme of the second one.
The second
Everyone's
one
just
is
out for their own.
It's the summer, right?
They're out for their own. They're all trying to get laid.
It kind of because it's summertime, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, the first one's like all together, right? And then the third one.
Well, no. They kind of find each other in the first one. They're not like friends. Like they.
Oh, the
they
third
form-
one
they
come
form.
together.
They
But
form.
They
and
come together in the third one, right? What's the song?
We're all in this together.
Yeah, but the second one's like, yeah. They're like kids that's trying to get out and get drunk.
Yeah.
He's trying to get
Troy's
Vanessa
trying to break
Hudgens.
out from his dad,
Fuck you, Dad.
trying to throw him in basketball camp.
I just want to dance, Dad.
I just want to dance, Dad.
Troy
Bolton.
Bolton. Those were big movies
No,
for kids.
Bolton.
Hit people
You
at
will
the
play
right
basketball.
time. Hit people at the right time, you know? It had like that Footloose vibe to it. He had that Kevin Bacon.
It hit just right. I've been watching True Blood. And honestly, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I think Vampire Diaries is like better acting by a million miles away. They're both vampire shows, and
Vampire
True
Diaries.
Bloods is on HBO, but it's corny as hell, dude. Like the acting, they're all like fake Southern, and it's just like not.
On True
It's
Blood?
still good. It's still good. Don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna watch it, but Vampire Diaries just hits in a more real way.
Vampire Diaries sounds not as real though. Whereas it's called
But the
it's called True Blood.
But that's the thing. Is like their vampires are like welcomed in society. Well, they're not welcomed in society, but the public knows about them. And then they like Korea or Japan makes this fake blood that they can drink, and it's called True Blood.
Fuck Japan.
And it's corn. It's just like I don't know.
You're right.
It's not bad, but Vampire Diaries acting is like a million times better. The actors, they just pull it off way better.
What was that other show that was Vampire Diaries aired originally on what though? MTV?
CW.
CW?
I
What was
believe
the
it
other
was
one?
CW.
Oh, Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf. That's a bit different. There's no vampires in there.
Werewolves.
Werewolves. That's MTV.
Werewolves,
Which was still good.
not as sexy as vampires, right?
Not true. It's a different kind.
It turns into bestiality. Though.
One's warm blooded, one's cold.
It turns into like you're getting like you're having sex with like a furry, like a aggressive furry, then, right? Whereas a vampire is still like they have human features, but a werewolf's like an animal.
But then it could be argued: are you getting into necrophilia if you're into vampires because they're dead?
Oh, very nice.
Right? Good counterpoint.
Well, what's sicker?
Probably the necrophilia.
I don't know. And animals, well, they're both like kind of defenseless.
But at least like it's a human animal. So I don't know. There's that. It's just a different aspect.
Now you call them vampires animals?
No, werewolves.
Oh yeah.
Which I mean, they are. I mean,
Well, you've seen Teen Wolf,
hybrids.
the real Teen Wolf, where
But
he's
then okay,
Michael
so
J.
then
Fox.
what about hybrids? Vampire werewolves.
That's not a thing.
No, yeah. What do you mean? Have you
Weird.
not watched any of these shows?
So that's like when the vampire has sex with a werewolf.
No, not have sex. It's like
Immaculate conception.
it was something that was thought to not be able to be possible, but it happened. A werewolf turned vampire is what happened. They become a hybrid
Did that happen in Twilight?
in Vampire Diaries.
Oh.
Yeah, Twilight. No, no.
Because they're rivals in Twilight.
Well, they usually always are.
But they're just fighting over that girl.
That's the history. Vampires don't like werewolves, and vice versa. It sounded like a werewolf.
It wasn't that way though in
sounded like a wolf.
Nostradamus. There was no werewolves though.
What's that?
Nostradamus.
I don't know that one.
Nosferatu.
Oh.
Nostradamus is
Is
isn't that
the-
like the philosopher Nostradamus?
I just know Nosferatu.
Nosferatu. I don't know who Nostradamus is.
I thought you were trying to say Notre Dame.
The Hunchback. No, Nosferatu though. There's no werewolf in that.
Well,
They should have had the guy turn into like a werewolf.
that's just strictly. I mean, they went their own way.
Eggers. I don't really like his films.
It's not
the
always
most.
written that there's
I
werewolves.
respect his films, but I don't really like him that much. I like Nosferatu a lot. I didn't really. The Witch is alright. It's not as great as they claim it to be, maybe.
They do claim it to be way better, but it's pretty slow.
Yeah, it's too slow. It's not even that scary.
And, like, not much happens. It's
The
like,
detail, like, he's great at making time periods, but... And then the Lighthouse is just, like... They're all visually really nice, and they're shot on film and old camera equipment, but, like, the Lighthouse is just... It's
also,
like Brokeback Mountain for, like, sailors.
Like, I love a slow movie, but, like, not if nothing's happening. Like, The Witch, there's just not much happening.
It's a cool time period, and it's, like, slow burn, slow...
That's any of his films. He'll said he'll never
Unravel,
make a modern time film because he doesn't like dealing with cell phones.
That's kind of a...
He doesn't like shooting cell phones. Like, he'll never do a modern time film.
Oh, what about shooting, like... I mean, there's a payphone scene in Goodfellas. I mean, it's just a new form of communication.
Tell him that.
Remember, like, when De Niro finds out that Joe Pesci got shot, and he's, like, in this phone
I'm
booth,
sure.
and he's, like,
I think he just kind of means, like, more texting. I think
get
is what
it,
he said.
It can be... It's been shown in movies, like, cheesy, I think, like, stupid ways. I hate, like, when they show, like, the little text bubble on screen or, like, things like that. But,
Yeah.
like...
Well, that's like a rom-com type thing.
Just, like, a shot of someone, like... That's not that. I mean, you can make it look cinematic. It's just common. It's a common. It's been common for 20 years, 20, 30 years.
Can be done.
Yeah. But I kind of get what he's saying.
I mean, I get it. And that's a preference. I mean,
It just takes, because
What do you want?
he's creating a world on the screen.
Do I have this on backwards? No. Why?
There's an R and an L on there.
They're so tilted.
Jacob's been wearing those. One's really tight. Yeah.
There we go. That's much better. Jacob's got a big head.
Well, he'll wear it's the hair. It's the hair.
Yeah, he does got a lot of hair.
He's he always said he wants to dye it, but I don't know. I don't think it'd be hard. I think to strip all that color, right?
Well, you'd have to bleach it, and
That's
then
what I mean.
and then it'd probably just get really damaged and.
Yeah. He went down to Columbus. His birthday was Thursday.
Oh, nice.
36.
What?
I told this lady, she comes into work, like once she used to work there, she'll like come in once in a while and talk to our boss, Karen, and kind of hang out. And she came in the other day. Jacob's like, "Hey, you came for my birthday." She didn't really acknowledge it.
What?
She's just like, "Oh, it's your birthday." I'm like, "Yeah, he's 36."
Oh my.
She didn't even question it at all. She's like, "Oh, cool."
Oh my God! People are so just not listening.
Yeah, she's nice though, but she didn't want to. It was funny.
You didn't say anything.
I've told people I'm like 40, they'll believe it. I've told some people I was saying this the other day, it's like when I was like 23, 24, people thought I was like 30, 29, 30, and now that I'm 30, people think I'm like 24, 23. It's weird.
I mean, on my 25th birthday, I was told I looked 18.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, what the fuck?
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's honestly good as you get older.
Right.
I would rather stay younger. I was talking about this in the last episode, and there's this guy who's like 46, and he has like the body of an 18-year-old. Like the all his biometric test is of like an 18-year-old.
What the fuck?
And it's just kind of interesting how you can manipulate your body to like, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be your age.
you can. I mean, yeah.
I mean, that's kind of common sense, but too, when
Well, it's even like working your brain out. You can do the same thing with your brain.
Yeah, I mean, a younger person can be way more advanced.
Yeah.
I feel that way sometimes. I feel like I got an old man brain.
Yeah, I feel like my memory, I'd like to work on my memory more. I really don't want to have any
Memory's
memory
fine,
issues.
but just
No, not me. I feel like I really don't want to have any memory issues.
Too much ganja.
It's not that. I think so. Well, I'm sure it does.
It's not that it kills your brain cells, but what it does is when you're high, you don't necessarily create memories. So when you're always kind of high, you're kind of just high.
But it's also
I mean?
like, I think a sleep thing.
Yeah, it can be.
My sleep schedule is pretty whack, and I don't get that much sleep during the week. Like sometimes 4 or 5.
That's a lot of people, though.
5 hours, yeah.
It's crazy how sleep isn't like.
But that's like not good, you know. A lot of people need to pay more attention to their sleep.
Sleep's not like a practice thing.
It should
society too much. Like it's not like a too too of an empathized thing. I just got scared for a second because I noticed that extension cord. I was like, I need to use that, but I guess I didn't. Yeah, it's nice getting like. I always wake up early though. Like, it never fails. I always wake up at like 5 or 6, even when I don't have to. And then that's when I went to sleep and I had that really intense dream this morning, which was weird. But it also could be because of like the full moon.
Right.
Full moon's in Libra, the sign of Libra, and that's a sign of like.
Is that in the way?
No, it's all good. Trust me, it's good. Dynamics and relationships and things like that. So. So much goes into this thing. We just don't understand it at all, you know? We understand our ways to get us through the days, you know? Like, you're going to a 1D tonight. Like, you know what I mean? But, like, we don't really understand what else. Like, we understand, like, the we can do the day-to-day tasks pretty easy.
You just try to look forward to things.
Yeah. That's what you realize, like, when you're on, like, psychedelics sometimes. It's just, like, there's nothing, and it's just in our brains. Like, we just have, like, these tasks or, like, these things. You know what I mean? But then it's just, like, baseline.
Well, tax day is in 3 days. That's a real thing.
Yeah, but it's not. It's made up.
I got to do my taxes.
We all have to. It's a real thing because we all have to do it, but essentially it's a created thing, just like an album's made up, just like a book's made up, you know?
No, it's definitely made up.
So
but there's still, like, a deadline. Like, my thing with that is, like, I thought I was done with school, you know, like deadlines.
Oh, dude.
But it's like you're never really done with deadlines, are you? Because, like, your whole life is a deadline.
You're going to die at one point. I think that's what drives certain people, knowing that we'll die. But then some people are just like, fuck it, I could die tomorrow. But do they really mean that? I don't think so. I really don't, because if they do, they just do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was just funny that you said.
I just don't. Like, people who are like openly
so.
like nihilistic like that, I think are like, they'll probably live the longest.
No, I think they use that as an excuse to just fuck around.
Well, yeah, and just like as a crutch to be like, well, fuck it.
And probably to, like, treat people in their life bad, you know? Like, to be avoidant of things. Like, I'm going to die tomorrow. I got to do everything but be there for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. There's just a lot of that. It's great.
Birds are out today.
Yeah, this is great.
Should we take a dip?
I was thinking at one point, like, just go running and jumping in, but no way. The water's probably really cold.
It ran through my head, too, but I was like, I would if I wasn't doing something later.
There was this woman in my poetry class. She was a professor at the school, too, but she would take the class. And I remember her saying, when she was probably in her 60s, Maria Hernandez, I think it was. And she wrote okay poems, but she was... She said when she dies, she's just, or like when she's like near death, she's just gonna swim out into this lake that she has in her yard and just go.
No, she's not.
Go down.
No, she's not.
That's what I mean. It's that fake. Like she's like, I'll just accept it and I'll just go on down.
No, you won't. Because you want to know what I used to say? When I went on that New York trip to go visit Riley, like back in 2016, we were on the flight. I went with Maddie. And there was like, I don't know what it was, but at some point in the flight, I was just like, yeah, this is how I would want to die in a flight, like in an airplane accident. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Seriously. People just say stupid
like,
shit.
What the fuck are you talking about? And I was just like, yep, I'll just hold on and like, it'll be blissful. I'm like, no, it fucking won't. You're fucking crazy. Like, you're stupid. What the fuck are you talking about? Like,
people say that stupid shit just to be like, to act like they have like depth.
Like you got it together, kind of. Like I don't even know.
I'm fine with life and I'll let it go, but it's like you'll probably be freaking out.
I retract that statement.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just funny. Because if you really wanted to die, you would just fucking do it.
No, I guess I just meant like if I were to go, like that's how I would want it to be.
Oh yeah, no, I know. But I'm just saying,
like,
people that
no,
always say, like, there's
that's
so
like,
many people that say they're gonna
too chaotic. That's too like that's actually very fearful. There's way more peaceful ways to go.
It's fucking torturous.
And you're just with like 70 other strangers. Like, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
So yeah, stupid.
No, I don't know. Dying in my sleep would suck because then you just wake up somewhere else.
I don't think I would like that either
wanna,
because
like,
you're kind of just
die.
like, fuck, like what happened? Like I just,
When I
yeah,
want
you're
to
a little
like
bit
die.
confused,
I want to
right?
know. It's like I want to like go through it.
I don't really want to talk about it because I feel like I'm such a believer in like talking
who
things
had-
into the universe where it's just like, fuck.
Then why aren't you a millionaire, dog? Keep talking about that.
I don't talk about that.
You guys stop talking. You know who had an
Maybe I
interesting
need
death
to, yeah.
was Gollum in the Lord of the Rings. He's the one that destroyed the ring.
Right. That's probably the best way to
He
go.
was going up, but he
Because-
didn't realize he
well-
died because he looked at the happiest thing that made him happy, and then he just
He was
burned.
happy dying, yeah,
Kinda,
for sure.
yeah.
He was blissful in that moment, but also he died for a greater good that he didn't even
Yeah,
realize.
yeah.
So that's like
He's a
very
hero.
powerful on its own, you know.
He's a
So if you
hero.
can die for a greater good, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. What is that? A martyr? Is that what that word is? Like
Martyr?
martyr? Yeah.
I don't really know.
I'm happy we didn't get that bigger tray.
That would have been insane. There's still a whole nother snack of meat too. I didn't put it all out. If the wind was like 0, it'd be absolutely perfect. It's a little breezy.
Yeah, but we're on a lake, so what do you expect?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not wrong.
You think that thing's sold out tonight, Fillmore? Like top shelf in?
I don't know. Probably not.
Probably. It only holds a couple thousand.
It's possible. Me and Bailey have been requesting for them to go back with the 1Ds ever since they left. You
The
can
one-
like
the
you can like
1D?
go. There's like a traveling event thing that they do. Like they travel and do like different like people like Taylor Swift and stuff like that. And they like sent out a thing. It's like request who you want like to us to come play, and like we both sent in like a bunch of One Direction. We're die hard. Remember when you guys used to say it's just a phase?
Not a phase.
Not a phase.
You got to go with it. I mean, you got to go down with it.
Yeah, at this point.
They're still doing good things. I don't know. I don't.
Individually, they're all doing amazing.
I mean, but what are they doing?
Zayn's on tour. I just went and saw Niall last summer at DTE. Pinot.
Who are they touring? Like, who are they?
What do you mean? Harry should be coming out with something soon, hopefully.
Is he going to be in the Odyssey? Christopher Nolan's like,
That'd be sick.
he had that one movie and that was it.
That'd be awesome.
Remember he said he didn't even know who Harry Styles was?
I mean, yeah, he doesn't even have a phone. What would you expect from him?
Okay, well, here's the interesting thing. Who said the one with Eggers? Well, I mean, Christopher Nolan doesn't even have a phone, and he did the Tenet. There's a shit ton of phones in there and technology.
I think it's just a personal
Dark
preference
Knight.
on how he likes his films. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
It's just a weird excuse.
What kind of excuse? He likes period pieces like that.
And just say you like period pieces that you don't have to have.
But
like,
that's
text.
why he likes them. He likes that
Does
time
he have a
period.
phone?
I don't get why that has anything to do with it. You don't. I mean,
Not very
it can be
authentic.
very tacky.
It's a tacky answer. That's all.
I disagree.
I do, because Christopher Nolan doesn't even have a phone, and he doesn't have to say that in interviews. And then he's doing all types of films. And then this guy probably has a phone, and he makes great period pieces, but it's like
So
he's
you're
like
gonna
trying to
count him
make a
out just
point.
because he prefers to not use iPhones and like smartphones.
He's trying to make a
in his
point about
movies?
not using phones, and it's just like,
I think it's like a smartphone thing.
oh, but he has flip phones in the films.
I don't know. Maybe one day.
He should do like a '90s period piece, and everyone just has like beepers and flip phones.
And like pagers.
Yeah, he can make like the next Tupac biopic.
That'd be great. Would love to see that from him.
James Cameron, I think the next Avatar. I didn't even read the article, but I saw like he's using a lot of AI stuff.
Why is there even going to be another Avatar? Just like there's
Maybe like 2 more.
for what? For who?
Because he's a nutso.
It's
That whole
Dunzo,
movie's about
dude.
like him and his family life. You know, he's had like 5 wives and like kids with all of them.
He's and what? So like the water family was his second family, and now he's gonna go on to like
that's what I'm
fire.
trying- it's all
and
these-
then he's gonna
yeah.
just go to each family.
It's
and
all these
it'll be
tribes
each
like coming
tribe.
together. Yeah.
What a fuckhead! Like what?
It's just a guy who has. I mean, he went to the bottom of the ocean. Like he's just got too much in. Like I don't even know if it's ambition or just like
Stupid curiosities.
yeah, and then like a weird obsession with his own. I don't know. He's not like TC. Tom Cruise.
Did you see the new stunt category
No, what's that?
at the? I think it's the what is it? The Oscars?
They're just doing stunts now, like a category for best stunts.
They're adding like a category. Is it the Oscars? I don't know.
Probably.
One of the best. Like
Not the Grammys.
yeah, yeah. They're adding a stunt category for like best stunts. Everyone's like,
That should.
and everyone's
that
like,
should be.
everyone's like, damn, Tom Cruise after he. There's like names of like it's like Tom after he just finished filming Dead Reckoning.
Yeah, after. Well, it's not the final. It's just the last. Well, it's the final reckoning. That doesn't mean it's the last film.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Should we like spark up?
Yo, do you want to smoke that one or the one you rolled?
The one I rolled's pretty small.
Let's just do that one for now.
Can you put that on YouTube?
We did it before, yeah.
What's that bitch's name that runs YouTube? I actually
Is
don't
it
think
a female?
I don't think she's in charge anymore. I just remember from back in my days when I used to watch H3.
They would talk about
They
her
would
a lot.
always fucking bitch about her.
I don't know. YouTube's
I
like.
don't think she's in charge anymore though.
I'm at the point where it's like I don't even want to spill my beans on like my. So no, I'm not gonna say it. But yeah, we can do anything. I don't care. It doesn't matter right now. Monetization, dude. Like Lemon Party was making like $100 a video for their video, and were getting 10. You know what I mean? It's pointless.
Those are good crackers.
Yeah, they have a nice there's a nice seasoning on them.
Just enough flavor.
I have a lighter, I think.
Hopefully.
You don't have one?
I don't.
Are you serious?
Oh, in my purse I do.
Yeah, grab one because I don't think I do have one. I have a battery.
I don't think that's gonna work.
I have a Sony MPFZ100 made in Japan, processed in China. A lot of stuff's not gonna be made in China anymore, folks. So long, ping pong. Trump hit him with the old 1-2. You know?
Yeah, it's not going that well though.
No, it is. He had everyone on the internet talking shit, and then the next day, boom. Market was highest it's ever been. And then it kind of leveled out and went down again. But
we're still getting.
No. It's going good.
It hasn't been ironed out yet.
It's going good. He dipped the market for people to make money. He slipped it. Yeah. Pay attention to him close. He'll make you money.
Well, I already fucking bought in like months and months ago, so I'm fucking way down right now.
No, I know. Now's the time.
And I'm not selling anything.
Don't
so
sell.
fuck
Oh,
off.
Maddie.
I ain't selling shit.
I'm down a bit. Jacob's down a lot.
Riley's down a lot, but that's because he used to do options trading and fuck around a lot. And
There's some good coin. I know some stuff, but Ondo. ONDO.
I'm not down that much. It's just like
It'll come back.
I have quite a bit.
Don't worry. You'll be all right. June. Me and Jacob were talking about it. June. Jacob kind of spied this out, but he's like, Trump's going to want to win June. Trump wins things. He wins. He doesn't give a shit right now. But when it's Pride Month, dude, Trump's going to want to dominate that shit.
Did I just get a spit on me?
I don't know. That's on I mean, that was a rough gesture on camera.
Yeah, well, what just happened to me was rough.
Besides, this is just tobacco. This is those rolled. We smoke those unfiltered.
You can't see. It's behind my back.
Look where it landed, Maddie.
Well, not the first one, okay, but the second one.
Yeah, we should come over here more this summer. Be fun to hang out over here. Pete's always down to hang out.
Yeah, it would be really cool. I forgot how big and beautiful it is here, to be honest. It's a really nice shed. That's got to be newer, right?
No, I know he's had it for a few years, but it might be like repainted.
Well, a few years. I haven't been here in.
But I forgot just how much space on each side he had. Kind of like it's pretty secluded.
I literally probably haven't been here in 5 years or so.
I was here last summer,
I haven't been here.
2 summers ago, and then Taylor used to catch all those fish just like right over here. Remember?
Oh yeah, with the net.
And we put them in the pond.
I never would catch anything.
Yeah, me neither. Taylor's always been great with animals. This poor fish.
Actually, I think I caught one.
She would just.
And it was really small. Oh, that was close.
it?
No.
Wow. She would just manipulate him into coming into the net.
A little trickery.
Yeah, witchcraft. I guess we could have used those for the tripod.
What, like lean that one up against it?
Yeah,
The tray?
yeah,
It's fine.
yeah. We're good. I actually had. We're not going to do it, but I'm going to save this idea for something else. But I had a cool vision for a cool, like a short, where the shot would be like. I would like come up, and it would just be like a tracking shot from behind, handheld, and then all the lights would be on at night. It'd be like dusk, kind of dark, still kind of light though, and all the lights would be on. And you see like a couple in there, like a husband and wife, or a couple, a young couple, just in like their house, and this person comes walking up, and we're just tracking the whole way, and then we sit like in the yard. And then the killer goes into the house, and we just sit in the we just watch and hear it all.
Will you open that up so I can put this in there and take that one out?
Yeah. But this would be a nice, like, he's got a lot of windows for that kind of scene. You know what I mean? Like, you could see that basement lit up at night.
Yeah, nice windows.
Like, someone could be upstairs, someone could be downstairs, and like someone walks upstairs, and the killer slides in through the basement, and then you see him walking upstairs, and then you hear like all hell breaks loose. Cool lighting. Oh, it's fun. I love writing these scenes. It's been a lot of fun. Dead still right now. Good thing we didn't get that fruit thing. This stuff's kind of. I like pineapple. These pineapple's kind of dry though. Little fly. Get out of there.
But should we take the little rowboat out?
Where?
Right there on the side of the deck.
Oh, I mean, I don't even know if it'd float. We could still play with it after. I was just gonna say one of my favorite athletes, Andre the Giant. He used to drink like insane amounts. Well, this is what I had. Some of my inspo for this was like Orson Welles. He would just drink like 3-4 bottles.
Yeah, he drank a lot.
When he was like retired, but he would just like drink and eat.
I mean,
There's something about like just
that much was obvious.
There's something about just like filling yourself up that is satisfying.
It's just no.
But he would like gorge himself.
He's gorging, yeah.
But there's something about. I mean, I feel like if you're late in your life and you feel accomplished enough, and you just gorge yourself, you probably have so much just to talk about and have fun conversation every night, and then just, you're not really making anything.
You can
else.
chat without just gorging.
Gorge yourself.
I mean, even this is like just a cracker here and there.
Yeah, we're not gorging ourselves. But that's like all those people, like they just really would just drink a lot, just talk. How many people do they know? There's not always like great conversation. Look at you texting.
I'm not texting.
What time is it?
It's 3:03.
Mm-hmm. We're really just going into this meat, though. Any new YouTubers you like? You're a YouTuber.
I mean, I've been watching a lot of Candace lately. Like I haven't in a long time. Like I've never watched her before. Mm-hmm. She's really, I don't know. She's just like snappy and well spoken and like.
She comes with the facts.
She comes with facts.
Logic.
She definitely like sometimes goes a little overboard. I'm like, okay, can't just calm down. But then like a lot of times she's just fucking funny. Like.
No, I like her. I always liked her.
She just
back
says like
then, honestly.
really funny little like I don't know. She's funny.
She said
She's really animated.
There is sometimes when these conservative people go like too over the line, and it's just like calm down.
Right.
If she was talking about like Tupac being really gay and feminine and all this stuff, and it's like,
oh, I don't remember that.
He's a thespian. Like the guy went to creative arts school his whole life. Like he's a like
Yeah, he's a poet.
it's a spirit. It's like so that's what I mean.
A gentle, yeah, he has a gentle.
A lot of these people try to like
She's just been covering a
win
lot
logic over of spirit over emotion, and that's the only thing with the conservatives. They're too logic. Sometimes they're just too to the book or they're too to the logic.
But I like the way she frames things.
No, I love like that's. But I'm just saying, like that's a
yeah.
critique that
No, I
these
totally
guys need
know
to
what
listen
you mean.
to, and maybe adapt a little more. Like
I think at least from my perspective, I can tell when it's just like, okay, like I'm not exactly 100% listening to her because she's just like kind of like, okay, but whatever. But it's just like, it's still entertaining, but it's also like, I feel like I am definitely getting facts because she was even talking about,
she's just well spoken.
she's very well spoken, but she's also like good at researching and comparing things. And this whole thing with Justin Bieber, apparently, like, I don't know, like the whole media's obviously always came for him and Haley, and she was talking about that and how it's just like a paid media strategy where they're like obviously totally
What's going
fine.
on with Justin?
Nothing really. He's just like been posting stuff, but then she was just kind of comparing it to like what happened with MJ and just like the way that media can portray something like.
Yeah, I mean you can't listen to the media at all.
But it's like it takes one single thing as like she was just, I don't know, it was just really interesting. She was talking about like MJ and she reframed it like in that perspective, and I like learned a lot of just how
I've always
the
told you,
pedophile stuff like never really had any substance to it. Like one person said one thing because they're dad, and then there was like audio of the dad talking like really awful about the son, just like I don't care what happens to him, I just want my payday, like all this shit.
Yeah, I mean,
and it was never real. Like the son was forced into saying that he was touched and stuff when all the other kids that were there like weren't. So it was just like all fabricated and stuff to get a payday.
well, you take
And then
these,
that like takes to light everything, and then I don't know, it sticks, and
you
then
take these
it gets
big,
ruined.
these big taboo subjects, and you throw them onto a person, and it's widespread across the nation. Like
People never forget it.
yeah, exactly. Especially when it's someone like Michael Jackson.
Well, and it's like that was kind of her main point was like, how does someone, the king of pop, someone that was celebrated for 30 plus years, all of a sudden is just like hated in an instant? And it was because of like her what she came back
It's
to
because
is
of one letter, the Z's.
But it's not even that. It's like people targeting him and saying that. Like even his one sister was married. Her husband had like a big play in it, and he didn't like Michael because it was he was like
so many deals, and
he was calling out
contracts.
people in the music industry, and exactly she was also tying it into Ye and just like calling out the contracts.
Right now,
yeah, and so she's
He has
basically
this
saying
new
like,
song?
yeah, like people are getting killed for that and framed for that, and they're
Yeah.
getting it's like
He has
it's all
this-
paid for. It's just because they're trying to speak out.
This new song, this snippet, it's so good. It's called Heil Hitler, and it sounds it's literally so good though. It plays in my head a lot. It's like, it's great. Something's good going on right now. There's a lot of things are changing, and a lot of things are kind of being talked about that would never been talked about. I mean, it's been happening the last 5 years, but it's just happening more and more and more. Hitler's gonna go mainstream soon.
Well, I think people are also starting to realize like the way things are framed is
perception.
it's like propaganda, really. I mean, it's like people are just trying to teach you one thing when that's really not even the truth. They
That's
just
why I was
want
playing
you to,
Mind Control.
Yeah.
The Pink Floyd song, Another Brick in the Wall. It's just we don't need no teachers. We don't need some dark sarcasm in the classroom. They're just trying to make a factory. That's why we talk about it a lot on the show. You got to stay Promethean. You got to steal from the gods and give to the people. That's all it's about. These people think they're gods. They think they're overlords. They think they can just lord over your life. And a lot of people just live in these little safe. I mean, no one's even come outside yet. They're just stuck inside. Like that's the thing with you get too comfortable. It's not good to be comfortable.
right.
Good to be comfortable.
I've also learned that recently of just like
Comfort kills.
making myself uncomfortable. It's really scary, but it's rewarding.
It's the best thing you can do. Comfort is the killer. I've been saying this a lot. I'm gonna keep rolling. Say talk or something. I want to just grab I'm gonna check the battery real quick.
Okay. Well, now that I've been told to talk, I'm not really sure. It's a nice, beautiful day. Sipping some red wine. we're talking about comfort. I mean, this is pretty comfortable right now, and I'm pretty satisfied with this. Comfort isn't always a bad thing. Right in this bag here. I just left them in there. But going back to comfort, like, this is a comfort. Like, what we're doing right now is a comfort situation. I think there are some situations where it's warranted and wanted.
I mean, this is just a good time. I'm just saying, like, when you get too comfortable to even want to, like, think or question stuff, or just when you're just accepting what's kind of being told. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. You get too comfortable.
Being a follower.
Yeah, your brain gets too comfy. Anything that gets like maybe a little, anything that might disrupt your comfort, and you just push it to the side, even though it might be good to hear or maybe take in. That's what
Right. I know a lot of people like that.
That's what I mean. Like, this is like, look at it, we're cozy as hell. Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like, be cozy, but don't get too. It's like comfortable. Always learn. I mean, always stay learning. Always stay. You get what I mean.
Yeah.
Don't take it too literal. What I'm saying,
Well,
but
different ways, different aspects. Yeah.
We probably go for like 30 more, and then it's 3:10. So, like I said,
just
if we
have
wrap,
to leave my house at 4:30. I'm not too worried.
yeah, if we wrap
But
by,
I do need to change and stuff. So
yeah,
I don't know what I'm gonna wear 100%. Maybe we should talk about that. I don't know what I'm gonna wear to my 1D night. I don't know if I should wear my 1D shirt or if I should just go like.
You should
just
dress like
kinda
leather.
No,
lace.
it's gonna be still chilly. Like,
You should wear like
Bailey's gonna wear leather pants.
fishnets. Like, go like you're going to like one of those like a bass nectar concert.
With like leather underwear.
Yeah, no underwear.
No, like leather underwear with the fishnets underneath.
No underwear, and just fishnets.
What the fuck?
Go like Bianca.
Oh my god.
Bianca? She's got to buck up. She got to realize we're taking down the Z's.
She gotta say something.
Buck up.
She's kind of just like letting everyone talk and walk all over her. Like, girl, speak up.
Apparently, she did leave Kanye. So.
Oh wait, really?
He said it in a song. Yeah. One of his new songs that like play on these streams. Yeah. It's kind of a funny song, but it actually sounds.
Wait, so they're not together anymore?
No, that's what I mean. She's got to buck up. Buck up, girl. We're taking down the Z's. Apparently, she had like a panic attack over his tweets.
All right, so you'll fucking go naked in front of the whole world, but that's what scares you?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I get it. I don't know, but you've stuck around that long, girl. Like, why did you do all that? For what? What was it for then?
Buck up.
That's interesting.
Anyway, so what are you gonna wear?
That's what I don't know. I don't know if I should go like cute outfit. I was like, it would be cool if I could wear a skirt, but it's gonna get chilly tonight, so I'm probably gonna definitely have to put pants on.
Wear like this like leggings or something.
I'm not gonna wear leggings, dude. What?
I don't know. I don't really know your style.
No, I'll probably put some like fun pants on and like.
Your style's like kind of fun, but also kind of conservative.
I mean, yeah, I'm not like a here. Like what? Not really sure what that.
I'll beep out the words just to make it funny.
I mean, I don't know. I like color, but then I like wearing black a lot too. So I don't know. But I like.
But it's a 1D concert.
I like fun stuff and I like retro things. Like I like going to like finding clothes at Salval. Like I found the cutest collared velvet. Is it? It's got to be velvet, right? Velvet purple dress, and then I just had to like bring the waist in and shorten it a little, and it's like super cute. And I wore it for Christmas Eve and like. Super fucking cute. And it's like very quality clothing. You don't find quality clothing like that anymore. Nothing is made with quality. Literally, this skirt I just got from Target, and it's already fraying at the waist. And then I found
That's Target, dude. Target's like a hellhole, apparently.
But I also just found like that black satin skirt that I had on when I first came over. That's like the same thing as this, and it's like 20 times made, like much more quality fabric, and it doesn't wrinkle. Literally have it folded in my closet, not a wrinkle on it.
Where'd you get that from? Temu?
This thing is just like
Temu?
Target.
Oh, what happened?
And then the other one I got for like $3 at Salval, and it's like
Salval.
20 times the quality.
It was probably made a while ago.
That's what I mean. You got to find the old stuff. That's the good stuff.
So this is the A to... Oh, I already had some of the A to Z. The A to Z is kind of hitting my head, man. It's a little different.
I told you. Second bottle comes around. It's different.
It's hitting different. Well, this stuff's from Oregon. They said this is more of an earthy tone. This Oregon's more earthy. Cali's a little more lighter, they said, but the France is like kind of in between. But this is a more earthy. I guess it makes sense.
What's
Oregon.
the bottle say?
A to Z. What do you mean? What does it say?
It'll say something on the back. Beautifully balanced, aromatic, and delicious.
Well,
This wine makes food sing, and sometimes your guests too.
Well, that's what Pinot does, man. I looked up. Like,
sometimes it'll tell you what to pair it with, though. Like,
yeah,
you got to read labels.
I know.
Dude.
I already read all this earlier. I talked to Chad about it.
Just saying. I've been talking to Chad.
It said duck and geese meats. It's a meats. That's why I was so adamant about the meat.
I've been talking to
you
Chad.
You want to get fruit.
GPT
I was like
a lot lately.
Both of them are good, Grok and Chad. Depends on what you're doing, but what do you talk to it about?
Just questions. Like, I woke up with both my hands were numb this morning, and they kept going numb.
What is this?
And numb. And I'm like, okay, help me, please. Like, what's going on here? Am I just sleeping wrong, or do I have, what's it called? The carpal tunnel. And I think I just have, like, a pinched nerve or something from working out, and I have, like, to stretch or something. Like, I think I need to do something, because it doesn't happen all the time.
You've been working out?
Yeah, I work out, like, 2 to 3 times
I want to start
week.
working out this summer for this role. I need to, like, get buff.
Yeah, you should see Riley.
I know Riley's
He's
buff.
like a different person.
I was like, I told you, I can
He's
get.
put on like twice the ass.
Okay.
No, seriously though, he's like really bulked up.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
I mean, I know. I mean, I can. I'm saying I want to get around to like 190. I was 184 in high school when I would work out for football. That's big. I want to get 190. You got to keep that Bruce Lee, man. You got to keep that.
I'm not really worried about a number on a scale.
I'm a rep guy. I'm a rep.
You ain't got to worry about a number, dude. You just got to worry about how you look.
I got to look good for rep mate.
It's just about how you look.
I know how I want to look.
Don't worry about a number. Worry about how you look.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Because even I just went to the doctor. And
what's your max?
And I was like after.
What are your maxes, dude?
I don't do like that. I use 20-pound dumbbells.
Rep. That's what I'm trying to get at. Reps over weight.
Yeah, so I use 20-pound dumbbells, and I do about like 15 minutes of arms, and then I go into like 10 to 15 of abs, and then I go and do like 30 minutes on the machines, which I rotate between like abs, glutes, back, arms, biceps, triceps, like the whole shebang.
Yeah, I used to love working out.
Quads.
I used to love doing legs, because squatting was always fun to do.
I don't like squatting.
No one likes squatting, and
I don't like squatting, yeah. Riley's always telling me you got to squat. I'm like, I don't want to squat.
I maxed. You want to know my max?
Yeah, sure.
Guess.
230.
For squat?
Yeah.
Higher.
Oh, 340.
325.
Okay.
And then bench was 250.
Okay.
When I was 17.
So I was just doing some benches. It was like
that's when we were working out twice. I was working out twice a day.
I know I can at least bench 50 pounds. I could probably do more, but I was doing like 8 reps.
Yeah.
So 8 reps, 3 sets. So that's a lot.
Well, max is just 1 rep, man. So.
Right. So I've never maxed. I've never tried for a max. Let's put it that way.
I did 2 reps, 250. So I don't really know but that was, like I said, we would work out. I would work out in the mornings, and then I'd have weightlifting class, and we'd work out later in the day. And then some kids would work out 3 times a day. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's a lot.
During the winter, I remember that time, that stretch, and yeah, I was pretty big.
Riley goes like, he's like, I don't want to skip 2 days in a row. So he goes every other day, or sometimes he'll go like, he has to go at least 4 times a week. 4 to 5 times a week.
We'd work out 4 times.
And then I try to do at least 2 to 3, because I've just been, that's all I can do. That's all I want to put in. So better than nothing. And
yeah.
I mean, I can tell it helps. I've seen results. So
it's a good thing to work out.
But even I just was at my photo shoot, and I had a big rig.
Yeah, how's it going? How's the gig going? I mean,
honestly, I was kind of doubtful after. So I had 2 shoots, Tuesday and Wednesday, and I'm like directing children. The first day it was like very young kids. They were very squirrely, and I'm like, it was a day where I was like lead photographer, and I was like, I'm fine. Individuals can totally take individuals, posing them, talking to them one-on-one, getting them set up and all that, getting them to smile. But it's the teams that's kind of like a little overwhelming for me. Like the boss is like, he's a few years older than U, and he went to Lake Orion. And he's just like really big on being like a leader in the community and like leading by example and being very positive and like being just like for the kids and like making them laugh. And that's just like not me, you know that. And that's just like,
we should have some kids on the show.
That's where I struggle is like being the quirky, like making them laugh. Yes, I can't.
Being a faggot.
Being fake. And it's not fake for them. Like it's natural for them. Like they've found their natural ways to be fun with kids. And that's just not me. I've never been around
being a
kids.
Pedophile.
No, they're really good. Like he's like in his 30s and he's a coach too. So he knows how to coach kids. Like he's a track coach.
Jacob's gonna love this.
And
he's a track coach.
Well, it's his dad's company. It's his parents' company that he's taking over.
Okay.
And so I don't know. He's just always done like been a part of sports and stuff. So they do like literally they photograph every sport there is, and just like the team photo part aspect is a little overwhelming for me. So I didn't feel very confident about that on Tuesday, and then Wednesday was a bit better, but only because they were older kids and they were actually listening to me. And it's just like
you talk to them like people.
Yeah, but it's like even then he like wants us to do this thing, like it's like a coach thing. He's like, if he wants us to address ourselves to them as like Coach Madison, and then he wants us to do this thing where it's like we have a phrase when we photograph, if you're not looking, you're not listening, and then we have to have them repeat back and like scream, and it's just like so I can't. It's like really hard for me. So I literally just kind of skipped over that part. I was like, hey guys, I'm gonna be taking your photo today. Yeah. Like, can I get your attention? Like blah 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 blah. Like, let's get everyone in a line and I'll show you some poses. And then I like.
Why is he trying to like indoctrinate these people? It's crazy.
You should see the dad though. The dad like makes duck noises at the kids to like make them laugh. And like he's just like your classic like trying to get kids to like laugh. And sometimes it's like a little much. Like,
there's that video of like David Lynch directing kids and he's like, hey. He's like,
I know. And that's me. That's literally me. When I was doing that, I just wanted to grab the kids and just be like put them
here.
Yeah, like go. But it's like, no, you have to use your words and be gentle. And it's like their parents are right there too. So it's just like a whole another aspect that I'm way not used to. So that's kind of what I'm talking about with the comfort zone. Like I'm definitely out of my comfort zone doing that. And the first day I was like, am I too far out of my comfort zone?
Too much.
I'm not a very good public speaker. So like commanding a room is not one of my best qualities. But that's something like I just need to get over and learn. And that's what I realized on the second day.
You got to think about, I mean, you already have them half over because you have the camera. They already know they're getting their picture taken. So you basically just have to corral them and keep their attention onto you and what you want to get done.
I think professionally I'm fine being a photographer and doing that, but I think it's the extra mile he wants us to go with that fake
hack.
It's just happy. Like that fake happiness. Like it's not fake for them. That's the thing, though. It's just like that's just not
who they are,
me.
kinda,
that's not me, and that's where I'm struggling. But
you shouldn't have to fake yourself.
Well, that's what he said.
Kind of figure out your own ways of doing it.
And that's exactly what he said. He's like, you don't. He's like, even the things like you can't take words out of someone else's mouth. It doesn't always translate.
Yeah.
He's like, I've learned that from my dad.
Just,
like I've said
it.
half the stuff he said, and it doesn't come out the same way. And I'm just like, he's like, you'll find your own natural way of doing things, but it's just like a matter of
repetition, just
doing it over and over again, and that's all I have to do. But it's just it's like a scary thing, you know.
Yeah, you're directing.
I mean, it's not fully scary, but it's just uncomfortable.
Keeping your mind a good way is just like fuck these people. Underneath everything.
But that's the thing is like I kind of will have that attitude, but that's like no, you have to be the opposite of that and like be like joyous of these people.
Saying,
and,
but
like,
love them. Like deep down that like have that on the face, but underneath it's no. It's like fuck these fucking people.
But I feel like that would like fuck me up, and then I'll end up having like a mean mug on my face or something. You know what I mean?
All right. Yeah. No. I mean everyone's. Yeah.
I know what you mean, though. I feel like I have to trick myself the other way. Like I chugged a Red Bull, and I was like, maybe this will give me a lot of energy.
That probably wasn't a good thing to do.
No, I think
it was.
I think it helped a little bit.
When I did that video,
I just need to be more uppity with the kids. Like it's all about your tone and being playful. It's just like a matter of that as well.
I did that video down in the city shooting for that artist. And there was all those people. More so for that. That felt more like almost like a like I was like amped up. I was like, all right, let's go. Let's get because there were so many people there watching.
I'd love to just be able to do this with adults.
Those people suck too. They kind of suck. They were like, this one fucking guy the whole time, Maddie. You're gonna love this. He was looking at the camera. Guy in the crowd looking at the camera. It's like 3-4 times. I'm watching him look at the camera. There's like 10 minutes left. Oh no, I didn't. Well, this wasn't even in the final video, so it didn't matter. But they're like doing the Q&A, and I'm still rolling. Sure enough, this guy stands up, bumps into the camera, moves it. I'm like, what, man? What was it, man? Like, it's just kind of funny.
He's probably a videographer, and he
No,
didn't get the job.
There was a guy. Well, I can maybe tell you, but there's an artist I'm waiting to hear back on, and it might be something I might use late in September. It's a solo show in Harper Woods, which is like a really affluential area in Detroit. It's like old money. And they're doing a private show at his house, and his artwork's really nice, and he was just waiting to hear back.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
But it's a big. It was something I would go shoot in June, and then another thing I would shoot at the actual party, but I would have to cover it the whole day, so might need someone. But it's enough money where I could pay you pretty good for easy work.
Yeah.
But it'd be fun. Hopefully I get it. Who knows? Putting it out there. Let me check the battery once more real quick. I don't want to cut this because I don't like cutting it. So just give me a second.
Okay.
But I think if we got 30 minutes, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Just wrap. You can start maybe slow the other one.
Okay.
Focused on the water more than us, but I feel like it should be focused on us when we're in the shower. Maybe
Did you put it on manual or auto?
I mean, it'll be focused on us.
Next time you gotta focus on us and snap it to manual so it's not swapping around.
It's all right.
Just for future, I mean.
Yeah. I do want to...
You'll never get that little glitch. It'll just stay locked in. It's infused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a really nice day out.
I know. I'm excited. Still don't know what I'm going to wear later. I need more fun pants.
What do you mean, fun pants?
Fun pants. Like, oh, that lady's looking at us. Ma. Fun pants. Like, I have these lavender corduroy wide leg pants. Those are fun pants. I have corduroy tight, like 70s bright orange and pink. And 70s corduroy green pants. Those are all fun pants. I need more fun pants.
I need to get more socks.
Well, that's boring.
Just like, things that you
You could just order. Me, I'm on the hunt. I'm searching.
Well, we should go to, I don't know. There's not really good thrifting stores around here.
What do you mean? I just went crazy and I got clothes at Salval last night. I got a sick tie-dye, and then I got Riley an American flag and eagle shirt. It's actually pretty sweet. I'll probably end up wearing it too. It's like $3.
Wear that tonight.
No way. And then it's an extra large. And then I got 2 pairs of jean shorts from Target. It was a girl definitely getting rid of her collection. They were $4 each. Normally probably like 35. I fucking love Salvation Army.
That's your people, dude. The party people with the beach and the tiki huts.
Do better. They need to build onto that thing. They need to build the connector to the other stump. That's what they need to do. Yeah, not much has changed around here. That boy's still sitting there on the ledge.
Yeah, you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's Syria.
Yeah.
They're the ones that lost the boy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really sad.
I was gonna make like a Jason Voorhees joke connection, but I just couldn't.
Yeah.
It's a deep lake. It goes like 100 feet.
Oh. Really? Where?
Like right off the ledge, dude. It's like I always remember there's like a deep drop off where it drops off like really quick.
I mean, yeah, you can see it.
The summer of podcasting. That's what I'm claiming this summer to be.
Remember that Kings of Summer movie?
Yeah, it was all right.
It was a good movie.
When I was a kid.
Coming of age. It had the MGMM.
Yeah, that song was good.
Yeah, MT movie.
That kind of a theme, I guess, for podcasting.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Let's go run away into the woods and podcast.
Yeah. Change the zeitgeist. I'm like, see you later, Riley. He's like, have fun.
Yeah.
Nice. Look at that. Oh, they can't even see it.
Never liked the melon
No?
in the fruit arrays.
Yeah, it's not always the best.
It's my least favorite.
Yeah. I'm a pineapple guy. I like pineapple.
I'm a strawberry girl.
What ideas do you have for like podcasting?
In terms of like places or topics?
Just production.
I mean, one in the woods would be cool.
Not even places, just like cameras or like editing. Like what's hot with the kids? I just like
We could like go build a tiki out in the woods and like do it from there. Witch Blair style.
That's placement though. I'm talking like cameras.
Witch Blair.
Like if we had a 2-camera setup.
Blair Witch style.
What else would you set up? Would you put a camera right there?
Yeah, I mean, I probably would have just done a 2-shot. Probably not there.
Wouldn't be that much edit, more
That's
editing.
a really bad background.
Yeah, it is. You can put one like right here.
Set the drone up.
I was thinking about like a whole episode where the drone's just in the sky shooting down.
Could be cool. It would only last for about 30 minutes though, because the batteries.
Yeah.
You have to keep putting it back up and down.
It could be something where you could always just cut to.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, you be on that. Yeah, certainly. But that's to make your feet again now. Fuck out to shoot.
Yeah, that'd be sick. We could do one where we like strap GoPros to ourselves and do a walking one. Through like
Yeah, through the woods would
remember
be
that,
fun, like
like-
a trail.
remember that one wasn't really a full short that we made, was it? That of us like talking and walking through the woods and we were kind of improvising like that
It
story.
was like 17 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's right. What was it called?
Woods.
Woods. Yeah, something like that, but like with like, you know, in pod form almost. Well, except for the ending, obviously, but you kind of get the gist, right? Like,
Yeah. It is nice out. I do kind of want to jump in the lake.
where'd that thing go?
It's out. That's out.
No, that container.
I thought I gave it to you last. I thought.
It was
Oh, it's
sitting
right
on
here.
You open it.
Did you figure out what you're gonna wear?
I'm gonna just like probably end up struggling and just staring into my closet until I leave, and then it'll be too late, and then it'll make me late.
It's just you and Bailey going.
Yeah.
4 seats. Balcony.
I don't know if they're really opening the balcony.
Oh, it's just like general admission. You guys.
I
Just
think
kinda go
so. Yeah. I think. I'm not really sure. Bailey got the tickets. Which I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I still need to Venmo her.
in. What if we did like a thing on Lake Orion?
Oh, we should go out on her mom's boat. We both have our boating licenses. That's if we ever had Bailey on an app, it'd have to be on a boat. Yes, Bailey. Oh wow. Yes.
I mean, that's not feedback. They could just spend off because you're fat. Opinionated people.
I guess.
I don't know. I just
Could be
think it'd be good. I just think it'd be good.
I think Bailey. I think that would be like the place for that. Would be on a boat.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
And well, it probably wouldn't be the most practical thing, but that setting, since it's like so close and we'd all have to be sitting in a circle type thing, like it would be cool if we did like a 70s show type, like rotating camera type thing, but that would never be practical.
Yeah, no, it'd be hard to do while talking.
You know what I mean, though? Like
I would be down
if we had like
I would for sure be down. That would be fun. Or even on Dad's speedboat.
If we had like a computerized mount where we could just like click it and it would shoot to us.
That's not happening.
That'd be sick, though. Has that been invented?
No.
Maybe we should talk about that. Motorized tripod. You get buttons and it'll click in directions that you want it to go.
Or it's like a voice command.
Just a motorized spinning tripod, and you can get it to rotate on command or like divert quick.
You could like rotate it on
something that like human hands couldn't be capable of.
Because
you know how there's like the computer like arms that have like that hold the cameras. Like just make a mount for it and have it be a spinning one.
Yeah.
It's probably already made. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, they have those Yeah, it's made because they have those gimbals that just move on their own and turn. And,
but I'm talking about like a stationary thing.
Yeah, it's 100% because all you'd have to do is just put one of those gimbals there. You could have someone operate.
But no, it'd be a full like 360. Like you could rotate it like 720 degrees. Like just keep cranking it. Like it would have no end.
Yeah, yeah.
An arm, that's restricted.
Yeah, I'm sure it's made. I mean, you saw that. There's that shot in Children of Men.
I'll have to talk to ChatGPT.
There's that whole thing. That's what I mean. It's so easy making films now with ChatGPT.
Yeah, you gotta have a little chat.
Writing these scripts, it's like a perfect little assistant, like a buddy, going along with you.
Definitely going along with you.
Yeah, he's my homie. They love me.
Trying to help me help it find me a car because I want to buy a car, so I'm gonna try to weigh my options out, and he's helping me out.
I talked to him about
I've
crypto.
assigned it that it's a he.
You have?
Yeah.
Because I know some people talk about a she, and some people think it's a. I just think it's just a boy. I don't give it gender.
All the time I'm like he when I'm telling Riley. I'm like saying it like it's a he.
I say it.
I try to switch it to it because I'm like it's not yours.
I just look at it as an intelligence, a consciousness. I just look at it as purely an intelligence.
Yeah. I think
video
I need
game.
to start looking at it like that.
That's
I think
all
it's
it
maybe
is.
The way it's talking to me. I don't know. It's like babying me. It's like you should like.
Well, it kind of forms to your personality.
Hear what it said. Like it's like I was talking to you about the cats one time. It's like you're doing everything you can. Like I'm like, oh my god, like calm down.
That's a lot.
And Riley's like, Jesus.
That's why I swear at it. I treat it like a little bitch.
I say please.
Yeah, you're too nice to it. Treat it like a little bitch.
I'm like, yes, please.
Dominate it. Let all your aggression out on the robot. That's a thing. That's a positive thing. I think that is good about robots.
Getting your aggression out on them.
Fuck these little fuckers. Yeah, just treat them like shit.
I guess if you're gonna treat anyone like shit, it should be
like
that.
Let that be your mirror instead of some random stranger.
For sure.
You know?
That's a good point. Bailey, she was like, I'm gonna stop going to therapy because ChatGPT's enough for me.
It's become a trend, yeah.
Like she could see.
I've been saying that months ago. I've been saying that 3 months ago.
Well, it's really kind of just a way to like express your feelings
openly
and kind of like understand why you're feeling that way, and maybe if it's something that like you can change and like something maybe you can be better.
It's no different than
like if you like are someone that can't control. Like,
it's no different 6 years ago when you Google symptoms about yourself and then you're like, holy shit, am I bipolar? Am I all these things? But you're actually communicating with a thing now. Rather than reading articles that were written, you're dated, you know what I mean?
So I asked a question about the cats that normally I would Google and it'd be like, oh my God, like it's something awful, like take it to the vet, like they're dying. And then ChatGPT like reassured me that everything was fine and like
that's the thing you gotta realize now that I'm getting deeper into it, it's too they've already weakened it. I'm telling you, Maddie, I've been studying this shit really well. And they've already They make it too friendly now, so it's not always right. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, you definitely have to act. It's not 100% right. You definitely have to.
No. Even on an emotion, it's coaxing you in a sense.
Right. Well, that's how I feel, kind of.
Yeah,
that's kind of how I feel.
And that's not really that's a yes man.
Right, and it feels like a bit of a yes man.
And you don't want that.
Right.
Grok is okay too, but Grok is less yes man, but it misses a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it just misses things. But maybe it's missing like the emotional things you want touched, and it's just like There's
Did
things
you
where
know
I'm
that
like,
every time you
ooh,
ask ChatGPT something,
now it
like a
knows.
whole hundreds of trees are getting cut down or some shit like that? The energy that
because of
is
the-
spent
well, this
that
is what
is
me. This is
using
what
to
we can-
answer your
I mean,
questions
this is
is
a good way to wrap the episode.
bizarre.
'Cause this is what me and Jacob talk about. I mean, people don't realize like these. It's no different than like, all right, so Riley builds his computer, like my Mac. When we're editing, why Premiere Pro will crash is because the data is too much. It's no different. Like the servers what they're using are insane.
Yeah, and
that burns so much energy, and that goes to oil, essentially.
And that's what's happening right now. That's the new problem.
But the biggest thing is though, the product with ChatGPT and YouTube and all these apps, everything, it takes your attention away. It takes your attention. I talk about this in La Petite More. I talk about this all thing. But you're looking at your phone, and the more you look at your phone, you're making money. But it costs money for you to look at your phone.
Right.
But you looking at your phone, they're taking your data, which they sell to advertisers, and advertisers
they're making their money back.
to get money off you.
But the earth suffers.
There's this constant
everything
back and forth.
Else suffers.
But we're burning the natural resources off this phone thing that is making money for other people, but we're burning this. So eventually everything's going to get burned up. The oil is dying quick, and it's in my script. That's
it's
what it's
just
a big thing.
Unsustainable.
It's happening quicker than people even realize. And we already live in a time where like
well, also our
Elon
phones
Musk.
should cost
like
$30,000 if they were made
here.
Did you
Elon
hear
Musk,
that?
But I like Elon Musk, but there's more technology than what's shown to us. Obviously, we've always known that, but they actually have like gravitational propulsion
do we
right now.
need it?
No, they already have gravitational propulsion right now. Like we don't need oil. If oil was never existent, everything would collapse. Everything would collapse because everything runs on oil. But we don't need oil. That's what Tesla was creating. Was that the gravity? Like energy is natural. We don't need a systematic energy, but we have a systematic energy which creates the whole society we live in.
Right.
Because if we didn't have that, we wouldn't have we wouldn't have a structured mindset.
I have to go to
college to get this to this to this. We wouldn't have that. All this would be free. It'd all be open source energy. It's available. It's available, but it's hidden. It's been tested by Lockheed Martin, where Mom worked. So it's strange that we have that, but like. These companies incorporate these billion and trillion dollar. That's what I mean when everything's made up. It is made up to. We talk about the Prometheus spirit. Like we understand these things. There's an otter. We understand these things, but
an otter.
We have to go on. So you're not too comfortable just living in your house. That's what I mean.
You just said there's an otter.
That's an otter right there.
There's no otters here. You mean a beaver?
Same damn
Beavers
thing.
I'm thinking an otter like a sea otter.
But that's where we're at. So oil's a sham. It's always been a sham.
No, I'm thinking of something else.
And it's running out. And the idea to like going to Mars is cool, but it's not. I don't know. I like Elon, but he's still. There's a face to Elon, and then there's what Elon is really.
Right.
And that's what I'm exploring in my script, honestly. And it goes back to like the whole everything. There's a face to everything, but it's running out. Time's running out.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta have a good time. That's why you gotta have fun. That's why you gotta have some Pinot Noir.
But you can't stay comfortable.
You can't stay comfortable.
But you gotta have fun. It's a little conflicting, right? I mean, kinda.
Is comfort fun or is comfort numbing?
It can become. Comfort can be fun. What do you mean? People's comforts are.
Or is that just numbing?
I guess I find like some comforts is like.
What's the funnest times you ever had? It's probably the most exhilarating thing. You're probably least comfortable.
I don't know. What do you mean?
The most funnest memories you probably ever had was when you were the most out of your element and the least comfortable. On the side of the road somewhere, on the journey, on a trip. Somewhere far away from home, somewhere in a totally different state of mind that you're naturally in.
True. But I guess there's boundaries, because like I was just saying about my photo job, like going too far.
That's a job, though.
Makes you uncomfortable.
But that's a job.
But
jobs aren't supposed to be fun.
I'm in search of more than a job. I'm in search of a passion that I.
Right now, that's a job. You have a passion, but right now, jobs serve your purpose.
I'm in search of a job that holds my passion.
You have your overarching passion, and those will come true. They're still being worked on. They're still getting built, but
Well, I'm using that as an avenue to make money through passion.
Yeah, the day-to-day is there, but don't worry. I mean, this life's a big book, and there's only so many chapters that can be super big. So you always have your in-betweens.
Huh, I like that. There's only so many chapters that can be that big.
Yeah, it's the truth. And most people's chapters are a wedding and a kid.
Right.
That's kind of
what I was just almost
unoriginal.
Yeah.
But that's like that's like the baseline of here. You can in reality you can have that, and that's most people.
That
and that's not
that can be in
satisfying.
anyone's book, really.
That's not satisfying though for most, because that's what I mean. That's like the baseline, but most people can't find their true purpose.
Climax chapters.
Yeah, and that's always a fine thing. Like I'm not ashamed. Like have that, but there's bigger books.
There's really big books, and then there's really small books.
There's the Lord of the Rings, and then there's
Judy B. Jones.
Yeah.
What?
That was a good cut. That's 3:45.
3/4. Yeah. Cool.
All right. Hour and a half, yeah.